Starting the bulletin with a big breaking news coming in. This is related to the Rahul Gandhi versus Kiren Rijiju showdown. Now, the Congress is facing a fresh political attack when it comes to the women's representation in Karnataka. What has happened is that in the middle of this entire controversy, it's the BJP's Karnataka leader R. Ashok who has twisted the entire war of words, and he has now targeted not just Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi, but also the entire Congress party, questioning the party's commitment when it comes to women's empowerment issue after the latest cabinet expansion in the state. Claims the BJP says leaving with no or zero women's representation. Remember, there is a big war of words happening between Rahul Gandhi and Kiren Rijiju over women's representation. And in the middle of all of this, we have a post which has been put out by R. Ashok of the BJP. Now, what has happened is that R. Ashok of the BJP has hit out at the Congress, and he has questioned the Congress's stand when it comes to women's reservation. What exactly, viewers, has R. Ashok said? Let's take a look and let us explain it to you as to what the BJP has said. R. Ashok of BJP, ladki hu, lad sakti hu, but not for cabinet berth. High-pitched sermon when it comes to women's right by Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi have fallen into a complete farce in Karnataka. In the 33-member cabinet expanded under the chief minister, there is zero female representation. Congress's double standards, he says, exposed today. So this is what the BJP has had to say. In summation, what the BJP basically is saying is that there is no women's representation at a time when Rahul Gandhi is pitching for Nari Shakti, for women's power. Imran joining us live on the broadcast. Imran, very quickly take us through the latest attack coming in from the side of the BJP in the middle of the Kiren Rijiju versus Rahul Gandhi showdown.
Well, there's been a little bit of embarrassment for the Congress party there because they had earlier listed a woman to take oath as part of the cabinet expansion, but her name was dropped at the last minute after the list was being announced, and in fact she didn't even take the vote. Her list was dropped, and because of which the opposition has targeted the government, where 19 ministers took oath, all male ministers. Not a single woman is part of the cabinet, and over which the BJP has been targeting the opposition. I beg your pardon, Chief Minister and also the Congress party here. In between this controversy, that Rahul Gandhi put out how that Congress party and women are empowered, and how the Congress party is supports of women empowerment, to which Kiren Rijiju targeted, saying that, they hope they also support Women Reservation Bill. Now, in the backdrop of which, now the BJP R. Ashok has also tweeted questioning, while Rahul Gandhi makes big speeches about women empowerment, why is it that not a woman has been given a cabinet berth as of right now yet by the Congress party in Karnataka?
Well, absolutely. Imran, do stay with us because we already have a reaction. Big breaking news coming in, viewers. We have a reaction when it comes to the Karnataka Congress, a reaction coming in from none other than the Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar himself, who has maintained and said that women's reservation will be, implemented. It's going to be increased in the state, accusing the BJP of playing politics. Let's listen in.
We are the one who piloted. We are the one who passed. The Congress party believes in it. Definitely there will be a woman. We will give more strength for women. You know how many seats we gave in the parliament? I think you remember. So in Karnataka, definitely we are sorting out that issue. Riju may not worry about the Congress party. Let him settle himself to the whatever his party and the NDA is there.
Has the cabinet been fully formed? And why is Mr. Kiren so interested in Karnataka cabinet? If we are faltering, it's good for them, no? So we don't need to learn any lessons from them. India's first prime minister, woman prime minister, was given by our party. India's first woman president was given by our party. Women speaker was given by our party. Maximum number of women representation throughout the countries have been given by our party. So I have no lesson to learn from Mr. Kiren.
Okay, Imran is joining us live on the broadcast. Imran, take us through the counterpoint coming in from the side of the Karnataka Congress and obviously the Chief Minister, his cabinet.
Well, the Congress has strongly retorted to BJP's allegations. In fact, they said that as far as the cabinet expansion or the portfolios being allocated is concerned, they hit out at BJP saying that when Yadurappa was the chief minister for almost a month, there was no cabinet expansion that happened. Second, as far as the women is concerned, BJP should not have hold any mirror to Congress. In fact, BJP should look at themselves, and they say that it's a Congress which gave first the woman as a chief minister, as a president, as a speaker, and in fact, they are the one who have been battling for women empowerment and reservation, rather than speaking about Congress, rather than look towards inward themselves. And Congress has no lessons to learn from the BJP.
All right, and we heard those reactions as well. Imran, thank you for joining us with all these details. This is obviously one side of the story where the BJP is dragging in the Karnataka Congress and a counter coming in from the side of the Chief Minister and his cabinet. The genesis of the controversy. Now, viewers, let's talk about what exactly had happened. The entire controversy started. Rahul Gandhi, remember, had made a fresh pitch for greater participation, expression of women in India. He had spoken about, what he described as trapped energy of India's women. So leader of opposition had basically said that the country cannot truly succeed without the women being free to express themselves and their images and their feelings in the future, which had led to an attack coming in from the side of Kiren Rijiju. Kiren Rijiju basically had used it to taunt Rahul Gandhi and say that if you care so much about women's participation, if you care so much about Nari Shakti, why not basically go ahead and back the Women's Reservation Bill?
I got a question about women, which I answered, but then since then I've been thinking about it more deeply. And I was thinking to myself that the energy of India's women is trapped, is not allowed to express itself, is not allowed to imagine. And to me, no country can be successful if the women in that country are not expressing themselves, right? And I think a lot of my politics and a lot of what politics should be in this country is in making people understand, and not making people understand that our country is stunted, is incomplete without the expression of our women.
All right, so we heard what Rahul Gandhi has had to say, viewers. In fact, after Kiren Rijiju taunted Rahul Gandhi, there was a response from Rahul Gandhi as well. Rahul Gandhi responded to Kiren Rijiju and said that why is the government inserting the delimitation clause into this entire controversy, the debate about Women's Reservation Bill. The entire war of words between Kiren Rijiju and Rahul Gandhi has turned into a massive slugfest. It has led to a lot of political reactions as well. Let's listen into those.
कौन लाया था महिला आरक्षण बिल? किसने इंट्रोड्यूस किया था? 2012 में सोनिया जी ने इंट्रोड्यूस किया था. इनकी नीयत में खोट है. पहले संसद चलाइए तो फिर आगे बात करते हैं. कौन महिला आरक्षण बिल को सैबोटाज करता है ये भी जानते हैं, हम भी जानते हैं.
मैं समझता हूँ किरण रिजिजू जी, भारत वैसे तो हम लोग तो देश को भी माँ कहते हैं. ये हमारी संस्कृति रही है. हम अगर ऐसे आप बात करें तो दुर्गा जी, काली जी, हमने उनको लेके चला है. कांग्रेस पार्टी ने, मैं समझता हूँ सबसे पहले आप देखेंगे प्रधानमंत्री हमारे कांग्रेस पार्टी, महिला मुख्यमंत्री की बात करें, जो सत्ता आंदोलन उसमें कांग्रेस पार्टी में सारी महिलाओं की भूमिका रही है. आज भी हम ये जरूर कहना चाहेंगे, अगर इनकी नीयत साफ होगी, उस साफ नीयत के साथ अगर कोई बिल लाएंगे तो कांग्रेस पार्टी उनके साथ खड़ी है.
In fact, viewers, this is exactly what Rahul Gandhi has had to say. The response which has come from the side of Rahul Gandhi to Kiren Rijiju. Mr. Rijiju, who would know better than you as the Minister of Parliamentary Affairs that Women's Reservation Bill has already been passed unanimously with the full support of Congress. Question is, why is it still not being implemented even after 3 years? And why do you now want to unnecessarily link it to delimitation? Implement the 2023 law without any conditions. So this was the counter which had come from the side of Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi versus Kiren Rijiju, war of words, obviously, erupting and exploding. We also took you through what Karnataka Congress has had to say, because BJP says that if you are so pro women's reservation, why is it that you don't bring in or include women in Karnataka Congress cabinet. A counter has already come from the side, an exclusive reaction when it comes to the Chief Minister, the top leaders of the Karnataka Congress party. Meanwhile, the war of words between Kiren Rijiju, Rahul Gandhi exploding. It's turned into a massive slugfest. Kritika joining us live on the broadcast. Kritika, take us through the latest, as far as the war of words between Rahul Gandhi and Kiren Rijiju is concerned. Kritika, if you can hear us, take us through the latest war of words between Kiren Rijiju and Rahul Gandhi, and obviously the pitch for women empowerment, the bid to vote the women voters by both the sides.
Well, of course, remember earlier also we had seen when the delimitation bill got defeated in the special session that was called, that the Congress party had stated that the government is not serious about passing the Women's Reservation Bill. They're bringing in delimitation as a ploy, and that the Women's Reservation Bill is taking a backseat. As far as the Congress party is concerned, they continue to in fact allege that for the last 3 years, even if the bill passed, it has not been implemented, and the onus is on the government to currently implement it with the existing strength of the parliament, and that any form of increase in the number of seats in the parliament is not required. So this is the word that is coming in from the Congress party since the time the delimitation bill was also defeated in the parliament. Now again, in this exchange between Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju as well as the leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi, we can see him harp on the same tune. He's again saying that the government has not done anything in the last 3 years as far as the Women Reservation Bill is concerned. Now the Bharatiya Janata Party has responded to this. They have stated that Rahul Gandhi should not have a problem with the increase in the seats of the parliament, because that would also mean more number of seats for women parliamentarians when the 33% reservation will kick in for the increased number of seats. So why is it that Rahul Gandhi is shying away from more participation of women is the current charge that the Bharatiya Janata Party is in fact alleging. Remember earlier also we've seen that the NDA parties or the Bharatiya Janata Party in specific have also stated that there are opposition leaders who want to support both of these bills, who want to support the delimitation bill as well as the implementation of the Women's Reservation Bill. But because of pressures from the Congress party or to put up a united opposition front, they've not been able to vote in that manner. Now, currently, as different meetings are also taking place and outreach is also being done by the government, by the Treasury, with the opposition parties, we can see and can expect, in fact, a change in stance from some parties as well, even as the Congress will, of course, try and volley for the status quo to be remained on part of the opposition, which is to again, in fact, not let the delimitation bill be passed. So this will be interesting to see in the upcoming special session as well.
And obviously, we'll have to wait and watch how it plays out, really, when it comes to the parliament as well, because we are seeing a very stormy Sansad session, obviously, as you have pointed out. Thank you for joining us with all these details, Kritika. Obviously, the row between Rahul Gandhi and Kiren Rijiju, that is going to be one of our top focus stories, and obviously the political fallout of the same. Viewers, we are shifting our focus now to Tamil Nadu amidst the ongoing monsoon session, which we are seeing in the